Joe Leigh here, 4 seconds out. Once again with Ben Whittaker, Olympic silver medalist here in Birmingham. It's been a while since the Olympics now. Been a while since we've had a conversation, but we're here in Birmingham. How have you been since everything we last spoke? I know you've had some shoulder surgery.
Yeah, man, all good. I had my shoulder surgery. One thing I'm pretty happy about is after my fight, I lost, so on. But I didn't talk about the shoulder, I just got it done and so on and so forth. But I'm at the position where I've got two hands now, so I'm excited to let them go eventually. Do you know what I mean?
So what's it been like for you not being able to punch since the Olympics? Obviously, you're going to want to kick on soon, and obviously the fact that you haven't made your pro debut, you've still got time, but kind of capitalising on the momentum might have been a good thing straight after the Olympics. Was that a shame for you?
It would have been good 100% because I like to stay active. I'm young. I'm 24. Yeah, I've got an Olympic silver medal. But you've got Teofimo Lopez, people like that who's undisputed, unified, and so on and so forth. But I've got my own path. God does things for a reason. I'm just taking my time, letting myself get fully fit again. Losing this Olympic fat, man. I've been eating a few digestive biscuits, man. I put a few kilos on, but I needed it. I had 5 years because we did the extra year. I did 5 years of Olympic boxing at the top level. Day in, day out, five times a week, 5 days, I mean. So it's been hard, so this little break, seeing my family, just chilling out, no boxing, it's been needed. And now I can slowly start picking up now and get serious again.
I have to ask you about the promotional situation when you do turn pro. It's what everyone wants to know. Have you made your mind up yet?
Bro, it's crazy. I'm in a position where it's nice, it's good. You're getting people from all over the world, but it's annoying at the same respect where you get a phone call, man, this sounds real good. Another phone call, oh, this sounds real good. I just want to get it over and done now. I just want to get it sorted, get the boxes ticked off and just get ready for the debut now, because as soon as that's done, the debut's in sight then.
You're a flashy guy, obviously. How much does money come into the equation for you when it comes to these business deals?
Do you know what? I keep shouting out money. It's all about the money. Of course it is, because you're not boxing for free. But my main thing is I want to be one of the best to ever do it. Of course, there's greats out there. You got Canelo, Mayweather, so on. But I want to be one of Great Britain's best ever boxers. And that will only happen by being on a great platform so people can make the great fights. Me working, staying dedicated and staying focused, and the money helps. Gets you some nice little jewellery, helps your family out, because at the end of the day I want to put bread on the table, make sure my mum and dad are secure, and my family and friends.
So obviously it's not going to be till next year that we're going to see you in a professional ring, but towards the end of the year, what kind of things are you going to be doing? Are you going to be sparring by the end of the year?
Yeah. So I'm back punching now. Well, I was told I can be back punching, but I said I'm not going to rush it, so I'm going to start punching at the end of the month. Get fit again, start my long road work, because we're not amateur anymore. It's not 3 rounds, there'll be 6, 8, 10 and so on. So I'm going to start my long distance work, to start getting my bag work, pad work, sparring, and then by the start of next year I want to be sparring, hopefully have a date, hopefully everything's signed and sorted, then you'll see me in the ring as a pro.
How gassed are you to start, because it's been a while since the Olympics now? This was always on the horizon, but you just must be excited.
No, it's crazy because the amateur boxing was I didn't really like it too much, and I never really watched it too much. Obviously, top level Cubans I always watched, but pro was my thing in the house. Floyd Mayweather comes on TV 4 in the morning, 5. We're watching it, we're staying up. Do you know what I mean? So pro's always been something in my mind I really want to do, and every belt matters, but I want that WBC, man. That green belt looks nice, man. That's the belt everyone wants. But I want to start taking the belts each one by one, but you have to get the debut out of the way first. I've got to get that sorted, so I'm looking forward for that. I want to put on a real good display as a pro, as a debut, get people talking about me, and when the time's right, fight the right names, the big names, and make some money, man. Make some good fights, and that's it.
Now, you obviously mentioned money again, but starting off as a pro, some people don't always want to go to the big time. People will start off at small shows. Obviously, we saw recently with Campbell Hatton on the AJ undercard losing, obviously getting the decision win. Is that been on your mind at all? Maybe I should have the first 5 at small hall shows, then go to a big promoter?
Do you know what it is? Devin Haney did it as well. I watched him on YouTube when he was fighting in Mexico. He went off the grid. Sometimes that's good because you get learning fights with not a lot of pressure. But sadly, I went to the Olympics, I got a silver, I'm in the public eye, so I can't do that. But I'll rise to the challenge and fight when I need to fight, and fight whoever I have to fight to get where I need to be.
Well, a companion, a mate of yours, basically, AJ fought obviously 2 months ago now, late in September. Obviously losing to Usyk. I know you were ringside for that fight, but the rematch. Let's just talk about that. Is he going to change his style, and do you believe the knockout side of AJ? Do you think he's going to go for the finish, and how do you think that could end?
He has to. Big man, you good? Yeah, sorry about that. I saw one of my friends walking into the ring. But you know what it is? It's AJ. Fair play to him. He's brought people in. He's trying to learn the art and things like that. But he came in the game as a strong, athletic killer, and that's what he was. He was banging people out. It was raw, but he was banging people out. The people he's brought in, all they needed to do was keep that killer instinct in him, but just polish it, just neaten it up. Him going in there trying to box a boxer didn't work, and we've obviously seen that. He had success, of course he did. It wasn't a washout in my eyes. He caught him with good shots, he wobbled him, but the right man won, and it was a beautiful performance by, what's his name again?
Oleksandr Usyk.
By Usyk. I keep seeing people who's put my mind up the chat. So Usyk put on a great performance. But if I was AJ, this one, I'd walk him down, use his weight. She's already did the right thing, put his weight on him, break him down to the body, and then the head will be there. And AJ looks a bit pissed off, if I'm honest. He looks angry in his recent interviews. You've seen it yourself. So I think he's going to go in there for the kill, but that could play into Usyk's hands. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. Talking of like going for the kill, that's what AJ does best. What are you going to do best? How's your style going to work in the pros, and what is your style?
My style is hit and not get hit, man. I'm not getting I want to come out with my mind intact and be able to eat my food and talk and things like that, because it's a dangerous sport. You're putting your life on the line when you go in there. But what I'm going to do is go in there, some razzmatazz, some flash, some sexy boxing. And if the kill is down, I'm going to take. I don't want to be a boring fighter and stink out the place and just jab and run and jab and run. I'm going to put on a clinical boxing, but if the kill is down, I'm taking it.
How have you been working on the promotional side of your career since the Olympics? I know you do music and stuff.
Yeah, so since the Olympics, well, at the Olympics, I was always that boxer that people wanted to come and watch. It was always me and a kid called Keyshawn Davis from America. When us two was fighting, the arena would be packed out. If it wasn't us, it was Cubans. And it's quite nice, because if amateurs are doing that, what can I bring to the pros? Of course, all I need to do now is sit on my punches and hurt them, but I can't take away my beautiful style, because Mayweather did it. He made them miss, made them pay, and he's the most paid in the sport, so it obviously works.
Last thing I want to speak to you about is Tyson Fury potentially fighting Dillian Whyte. If this goes ahead, how do you see that fight playing out?
Do you know what it is? I'm happy for Dillian if it does play out, because he's worked so hard. He's always been the nearly man in my eyes. He's nearly been there. Something happens, he gets injured, he loses, something always happens, and it's quite sad for him. But if this happens, fair play to him, and I'd like him to do it, but it's a hard obstacle when you've got Tyson Fury in the opposite corner, man. He's just so big and awkward, and he's got the heart of a fighter, man. So no matter what happens, Tyson Fury will come from the dead and win. That's what type of person he is. So I've got Tyson winning it, but I would like Dillian to do it.
Dillian's the type of fighter that isn't scared of anyone either.
No, what it is, that's what a fighter is about. Today's day and age, it's too much about the it's too much about padded records. At the end of the day, the Marvin Hagler's, people like that, they got in there and fought the best, and people just put on a show. That's what it's about. But that's what I like about Dillian. Yeah, he lost to Povetkin and people like that, but he got back in there and knocked him out. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it's about. And I think against a Fury, he'll take a few shots, but he'll just keep walking through and start swinging. That's what I like about him. So I want him to do it, man. I want him to do it.
Appreciate your time once again. Hopefully sooner rather than later, maybe early next year, we can find out who you're going to be with promotional-wise for the start of your pro career.
100%, man. That's what I need to do now. But my main thing is my shorts, man. That's all I keep thinking about is my debut shorts. So that's more of a hard choice for these promoters, man.
Actually, I'm going to stay on topic for 1 second. The shorts of Jake Paul against Tyron Woodley. Did you see there was like moving LEDs? What were we thinking, something like that?
No, that was sick, but someone's done it now, so I'm going to have to do something different. Everyone knows me as an anime person. I've even got an anime tattoo now, so it's going to be something on the anime line. So if anyone does it now, they've watched this interview and copied me. That's all I'm saying, man.
Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, who's winning? The press conference is happening right now.
You know what? Everyone's giving this Jake Paul stick, but he's putting on shows. He's working hard. And fair play, each fight is progressing, he's doing well. And you know what? If a YouTuber beats this boxing family, Tommy Fury, it's going to look bad. So you've got to go with Tommy, because at least he's had the amateur experience. He's been there. He's been around his brother. He's got a dad who knows about boxing, but you can't write Jake Paul out, man, because he works hard and he gets the wins, so fair play. Yeah.
Would you agree that, like, obviously boxing is a show business at the end of the day, and I've only seen this clip from the press conference, but Jake Paul writes a little poem in him, and he's back. You can imagine what the poem's like talking about Molly May, all this sort of stuff. Do you think boxing needs this, and how do you think it changes the mindset going into the fight?
Of course, it's that position where like the old heads and people like that, they hate it, and I can kind of see why, because he's taking the shine away from some big boxers. But at the end of the day, it's an entertaining sport, and people want to be entertained, and that's what he actually does. I'm a boxer and I don't like it, but I still watch it because he's entertaining. He knows what he's doing. He's ticking all the boxes, and at the end of the day, he's putting it all on the line. So you got to respect a man because he's doing his thing. He's working hard. It's not like he's going in there unfit. He's actually working hard. He's taking the time out, going to these camps, learning about the sport, and he's doing his thing and getting paid. So fair play, man.
Once again, respect for your time.